Hey guys, I recently built this dollhouse and also showed styling and setting it up, but today I thought I'd put all of the footage in one video so you're able to see the entire process of opening and reviewing the house right up until setting it up with the different furniture and accessory items. So let's go ahead and build the house first before we style it. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and the notification bell in the corner to be notified every time I upload a new video. This video is a shopper's gift guide so shoppers can determine whether or not they'd like to purchase this item. This house is a 3-story house and there's 2 rooms in each level, so it's quite a large item. So all I'm doing right now is removing the plastic and packaging outside, as the pallet that the box is sitting on is quite heavy and I don't want to bring that in the house. So I'll go ahead and remove the straps and remove all of the items so we're able to open the box up. So not only does this set come with the house structure, it also comes with different furniture and accessory items as well, so you're able to decorate the different rooms. So there's a kitchen, there's also a dining table set up with the table and 2 chairs. There's also a seat for the living room and a bed too, with multiple different smaller items as well. So now that we've removed the packaging from the set, I'm just removing all of the items from the main box so we can take a look at all of the different pieces we need in order to build the house. These boxes over here contain the different furniture and accessory items along with the screws you need to build the house, and then all of these larger items here will be the walls and the connectors to the main house itself. So here we have a lot of the items displayed. The boxes are sitting more towards the back and there is pictures on the front of each box so you know exactly what's in each set. So this first set has the dining table and chairs. There's also a plant and a few kitchen items and accessories too. The second box has the TV and a lot of the items you need for the bathroom as well. And this box over here has a few items for the study room and the bedroom, and it has all of the different screws that you need to connect the house together. And the final box over here has one of the main furniture items a part of the set, and that's the kitchen, along with a few frames too. So now that we've organized the different items, let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions to see what the first step is. So there are a total of 2 pages for instructions. The front side shows an overview of all the different items, and over towards the other side we have the first set of instructions, and as for the second page here, it is double-sided. So let's go ahead and unwrap the different items a part of the set. So this first box has the dining table and chairs and a few different kitchen items as well. So the first item we have here are the accessories, and they're all in one plastic bag so they won't get lost, but it's really great to see a lot of the main furniture items are wrapped so they won't get damaged or scratched while in the box. And then the second box here has the shower, the toilet, the sink, and there's also a few plant items, the TV, and then this is a small little island for the kitchen. This box seems to be a lot more full compared to the first one. There's multiple different furniture items, so the island is the only item that's not covered, but since everything else is, it doesn't really need to be. And this item would definitely have to be the TV. Right next to that there's the toilet, and then the final item right in the bottom of the box is the shower itself. There are hardly any furniture items in this box because the kitchen is one of the larger furniture items a part of the set, but we also have the frames a part of this box too. So the frames have been placed right at the top of the box, and then the final item we have here is the kitchen, and the kitchen looks so gorgeous. I can't wait to style it in the house itself. And I love the detail of both frames as well. So the first one has a lot more design while this one looks like a window. And this final box has a lot of different furniture and accessory items. There's items for the bedroom, the living room, and the study as well. And there's also screws too, so you're able to connect the house together. There's pillows, and there's also the bed over towards the other side as well. A lot of the furniture items in this particular box seem to be made out of a heavy wooden material, which is really great for quality, but it also makes the box quite heavy as well. So the side table is here along with the desk and then the bed frame as well. They all seem to be made out of that same wooden material. all of the furniture and accessory items have been unwrapped from the packaging, so let's build the house. So here we have all of the items we need for the first step. So we have one side of the house with the open squares, they're meant to be windows, and then we have the different levels, which is meant to be the flooring and the screws too. But if you take a look at this item here, this is meant to be the inside of the house, and then the small square at the bottom is meant to be the window. The design of it is some sort of sticker, and it hasn't been stuck on correctly, so you can see it's all bent on top of it, and even if I try and push down the design, it definitely won't go. So the first step of the instructions say to attach the 3 different planks of wood to this main structure of the set, so there's flooring on each level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw the top screw for each piece of wood, and then I'll go ahead and rotate the entire house around, and then I'll attach the screws for the other side. So once I attach the 3rd piece of wood to the main frame and structure, I'll just have to repeat the step over towards the other side so it's all secure and in place. And once we've attached all of those different items, we'll move right along to the next step. And the next step is to add in the wallpaper, and the wallpaper is different for each room. So I just have the house laying by the side, and here we have the first wallpaper being added in, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the other one as well. And there's inlets on both sides and the bottom, so it should stay in place. So it has been a while, and this step took way too long. So the house is laying down towards the side, and I just added one of the frames in. There's a total of 2. There's another one for the other layer, and there's a few screws on the top, and there's also a few at the bottom that you need to attach. It's not completely clicked in place. You can see it doesn't entirely match, but this just took so long just because the holes were so small for the screws that they wouldn't actually go in place. So I actually had to make the holes larger in order for it to work. It took really long, so now I have to try and attempt it for the second level because there's another frame, and let's hope that doesn't take as long. But I will probably have to make the holes larger for this frame as well because it's using the exact same screws. So I'm just attaching the final few screws for the second frame, and it did take a while, not as long as the first one, but I did still have to make the holes larger just so the screws would fit. But I love the style of the frames itself. I love how it separates both the rooms. They look so good, so I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm glad they included it in the set, but there must be an easier way to style it and set it up because it took a really long time. So now all I'm doing is attaching the other side of the wall to the house so it looks like a completed house. So we've attached the second wall now, and we have the 3 different levels styled. We're missing the wallpaper on the final level and the roof as well. So let's go ahead and complete those steps. And just before we do add the wallpaper, we do need to add in a few accessories. So over by the study side of the room, we have this cork board, and you had to attach screws at the back so it does stay in place and it definitely won't fall over. And then as for this item, it's double-sided tape so we can add a shelf. And this is such a wonderful accessory item for a room setup. It'll be a really great place to display plants and smaller accessories too. So all we need to do is slide in that back wallpaper to make it look like a room. So the next step is to add in the roof structure so it's able to hold in the roof. So the first item goes behind the wallpaper so you won't be able to see it, and as for the second item, it just sits at the front. So here we have an update as to what the top level looks like. So it's meant to be 2 different rooms. On one side we have the bedroom, and on the other side there's the study, but I'm not actually going to do that. So I'm going to skip a few steps and not add in the barrier so we can have one large room at the top. And you're also meant to screw down the roof as well, but I'm not actually going to do that as well, just so I can get the option to add it or not add it. So I've just placed it there for now, but if I don't want the roof there, I can just remove the item, and if I do, I can place it back like so. But of course, I'll keep all of the extra parts, the screws and the barrier for the 2 rooms in case if I want to style it like the original way it's meant to be styled. So let's add the final few accessories for the setup. So first off, we have the curtain here, and there's an attachment on either side, so it should be able to stay in place. One of my favorite accessory items, a part of the set, would definitely have to be these plant items. So they attach the windows, and I like how you can remove them so you can add them over towards a different level. There's a total of 2, so I placed them 1 on either side of the house. And there's a clip at the back, so it does wrap around the window, so it should stay in place. So here we have an overview of the house. It is completely built, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So this first level is meant to be 2 rooms, as I mentioned before, which is why the wallpaper is different, but I'm so happy with it being one large room. And of course, I can style it as 2 rooms again if I'd like. As for the second level here, one room is slightly smaller than the other because the smaller room is meant to be a bathroom while the other side can be a living room, and I love the frame and how it looks in the setup. And as for the final level, it's pretty even as the sizing of the two different rooms, and this is meant to be the kitchen and dining area. But this house is so amazing, the quality is really great. So in case if you're wondering how long it took to build the house, from removing the different items from the box up until actually building the house and completing it, it took 5.5 hours. So it definitely took quite a while. Those frames definitely took a lot of that time, but I'm so happy with how the house turned out. If you were looking to purchase a dollhouse, I would definitely recommend it. I love how it comes with different furniture and accessories as well. But if you are giving this dollhouse as a gift, I would definitely recommend building the house first before you give it as the gift, because if you give it just in the box, you won't be able to have it completely built straight away. It will definitely take some time. So let's go ahead and style the house with the different furniture and accessory items that are part of the set. So I've already placed the furniture and accessory items over by the corner of each room so we can decorate and style the house. So there is meant to be a dividing room on the top level, but I just opened it up just to make that one room, as I prefer the study and the bedroom to be together. And then we also have multiple different rooms on the other levels as well. So let's go ahead and style the first room. So we're going to be starting off with the top level first, and over in this section we have the bedroom set up. There's a small little side table, and then there's the bed. Let's move the side table out of the way so we can position the bed correctly. So it does come with a bed frame. It's made out of a wooden material and it's quite heavy, and then there's a mattress as well. You can remove the mattress off of the bed frame, and I'm just going to leave it because I've already placed it down. But I do love the mattress design. There's polka dots on it, and it matches the styling of the house perfectly as well. We also have this small little blanket that goes over towards the side. It could also double as a rug as well. I think I do prefer it as a rug, but just to match the photos, I'm going to have it on the bed here. And then we also have a small pillow as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the bed over towards the corner. And I'll just push it over towards the side, and then we'll add the pillow right over here. And then all we need to do is add the side table. And just before we add in the table, let's go ahead and fix up the pillow. I'm going to add it over towards the corner of the bed. And as for this curtain, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's just a classic cloth design, but it's very creased. I could add some sort of ribbon and attach it and move it towards the side here. I might end up replacing it. It is very easy. You just have to cut this here and then you can style it again, or else I could iron it. I'm not sure. I'm just not overly happy with it. I'm definitely going to change it later on, but for now I'm going to leave it, and I'll just move it over here and hopefully that stays in place. So let's add the side table right next to the bed here. I do love how it matches the bed as well. It's very similar in style, and this plant will be going over towards the other side of the room, so we'll just move that out of the way for now. This fish is not a part of the side table either. You can style it wherever you'd like in the house itself. What I do love about this item in particular is that the drawer does remove. So you can have it like this and you can display different accessories and items, or else you can place this right at the bottom, or else you can have it where it was originally styled. I do really love this. It'll be perfect for any room setup. I'm going to add that over towards here, and then we'll place the fish there. And as I am trying to match the photos of how they originally styled the house, I'm going to place the plant over towards the shelf here. I love this shelf so much because you can add books, miniature decor, and accessory items, or plants. You can definitely add more items along here, and it's stuck in place, so it definitely won't fall. So here we have an overview of the bedroom completely styled and set up, and what I love about it is that there's hardly any furniture or accessory items in the room, so they've kept it very minimal and it's not overly cluttered. And that's the same for the rest of the house as well. So if you take a look at the back, the wallpaper is different because this is meant to be two separate rooms. One side is plain pink and then the other side is more of a polka dot. This is actually the wall that's meant to go in between the two rooms, and it's meant to stand up like that. I do love the rustic design of it, but I just love how open this is, and it connects the study and the bedroom together. So I definitely prefer it as one room. So here we have the study section of the room. We have a pot plant, a desk, and then a chair as well. So the pot plant, I love how the pot is a light pink color. We'll move that out of the way for now. That's just made out of a lightweight plastic material. And as for the desk, we'll add that over here, and it doesn't have to be a desk. You can definitely just have it as a side table featured in a room setup, and this removes as well. So you can have it like this, and you can show all the different accessories like books and smaller items. You don't have to have the drawer there. There are a few accessories inside, and they're for the corkboard. We'll be showing that later on. We'll place that there. I do love this chair so much. It's made out of a lightweight plastic material rather than this wooden. but we'll just add that over towards the side. And then finally the pot plant can just sit over here. So here we have the corkboard. It's just sitting on top of the desk, and I did screw it in place as a part of the setup instructions, so it definitely won't fall down. So here we have an overview of the setup on the top level. We have the study over on one side and then the bedroom section over towards the other side. I do love how minimal it is. There's hardly any accessories or items, and it's styled exactly the same as the original setup. So let's go ahead and move right along to the next room. We are now up to the second level of the house, and this is the living room. There is a chair with a few cushions, a TV, and a TV cabinet as well. So the first item we'll be taking a look at is the chair. It is very lightweight, and this is made out of a plush material, so it seems very comfy. And then there's 2 extra cushions. So this hardly has any stuffing inside of it. It is very thin. You could have it as a seat cushion like this, or else you can have it as a cushion sitting up. I'm going to have it sitting up like that. And then we also have a decor pillow as well. It has a gorgeous floral design. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to place that over towards the side of the room. And as for this item, it is the TV with the TV cabinet. So it seems like they're looking at the ocean. There's a dog and a few people and some binoculars as well. It's made out of plastic material again, and it's not interchangeable. There's no slides you can change out of it. I'm sure you can stick a photo in front of it if you'd like to change the TV, but it is a wonderful addition to the house. It's not stuck onto the cabinet. And then there's the TV cabinet over here, and it's the exact same material and style as the side cabinets over in the top room. And you can open this up so you can have it open like that, or else you can add this like so. So I'm going to place this over by the back. And then we'll add the TV there, and it can stand up like that. And in case if you're wondering, here's what the outside of the house looks like. It's blue, and then we have these window shutters that are pink. They are stuck in place, so you can't actually open and close them. They're just there for decor. But this accessory item here is interchangeable, and I wish this set came with more of them. I'd really like 4 of them. There's only 2, so I just have 1 on either side. You can push it open, but it does stay in place. And then you can change it throughout the set, so you don't have to have it just on the one window, but I really like it over by the living room. So I'm just going to have it here, and it's very easy to place down. And once you push it, it should be able to stay in place. And the smallest room in the house would definitely have to be the bathroom, and it's over on the second level, and there are a few furniture pieces and accessories that we have to style it in order to make it look more like a bathroom. So the first item we have is the shower, and that can just sit over towards the side. There's a gorgeous pink shower curtain, and then there's a storage section towards the back. It does look very realistic, and all of these items are made out of a lightweight plastic material. And then the next item we're placing down is the sink. That can go right in the back corner of the room. And then we also have the toilet as well. The seat does open, and then so does the lid as well. So we'll have that over there. And then we also have this towel. There's a towel holder here, which I do like, and I love how it's a part of the setup itself. And then the towel is a lovely pink color to match the wallpaper, and then the shower curtain as well. So we'll just have to place that so it's standing up like so. And then we can add the rest of the decor items. So there's only one decor item over by the sink, and it is the soap. It is made out of plastic material, but I do have to say it does look very realistic. That can just sit over towards the side there. And then as for the shower, we have 2 items to add. It's the shampoo and conditioner. There is an orange picture at the front. It features an orange slice, and then the larger bottle is shampoo, and that can go there. And then as for the second item, it also has the orange slice as well, and it says conditioner at the front as well. Both of the bottles match, and so do the labels as well. And over by the side of the sink here, there is an opening, so you're able to add in the mirror. There's 2 holes, so you're able to screw it in place, and that's what the back of the corkboard looked like as well before I attached that. I chose not to. I'd rather not have the mirror there, but I think that's a great option if you'd like to style it that way too. The second level has the living room over towards one side and the bathroom over towards the other side, and I've added the different furniture and accessory items they show in the original photos, so I tried to style it as similar as that. So the living room is very simple. There's only a small chair in there, but you can definitely add in a couch if you'd like, or another chair. And as for the bathroom, I don't think you need any more items besides that. You have the sink, the shower, and the bathroom. You could add a small hamper over towards the side for towels, but I don't think you actually need that. I think the bathroom setup's pretty good. Now it's time to go ahead and style the bottom level. So the first room is the dining room and the second room is the kitchen. So this room here is the dining room itself. It has a polka dot design over by the back. There's 2 chairs, a table, and a few different accessory items as well. I do have to say the quality of the table and the chairs aren't that great. They're made out of a plastic material. Seems quite cheap compared to some of the other items. I do love the chair, a part of the desk set over by the top level. I wish the chairs were styled more like that than this, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and style this. So here we have the first chair and then the second chair. We'll push them right to the back so we can place the table in the middle. I do have to say, even though the table is made out of plastic, it doesn't seem like it'll fall over very easily, which is good. So the set does come with 2 cups, and they're a blue color. And then it also has 2 bowls as well. I love how the bottom of the bowls have pink. It matches the wallpaper in the room. There's also 2 spoons a part of the set, but that is in the kitchen. So we have 2 knives and 2 forks here. We'll just place that over there for now, and then we'll go ahead and style it later on. And the last room we'll be setting up is the kitchen itself. So we have this small little island here along with a bowl and some spoons as well. I'm going to move that out of the way just so we can take a look at the kitchen in more detail. What I like about the kitchen is that it's not attached to the house. So you don't have to have this room as the kitchen. You can place it somewhere else in the house or over by the top level as well. There is a stove. There's also a sink as well. There's 2 sets of cupboards that do open up. And you can see this section is a little bit smaller because of the sink. This one is completely open, so you can add in more items there, and they seem to open and close. There's also 2 shelving units for storage, and then there's a top cupboard up here, which is really great for spices and smaller items as well. As for this cupboard, it's definitely the fridge for the kitchen. And that should be able to open, and there's a total of 4 different shelves there, so you can add basic fridge items like milk, eggs, anything like that. So we'll go ahead and close that, and it seems like a pretty classic kitchen. So we have the island that goes right in the middle. This has to be one of my favorite furniture items, a part of the room setup, just because you don't have to have it as an island in the kitchen. You can have it more as a side table in a room, and it does have a marble effect as well, even though it's made out of plastic and it's very lightweight. I do love the style of it. This bowl is more of a salad bowl compared to the other 2, and it has that pink design at the bottom. And I just placed the spoons there for now because I didn't want to place it over by the dining table, and it can just sit there like that. So here we have an overview of the lower level. So on one side there's the dining room, and on the other side there's the kitchen. I do really like the quality and style of the kitchen. It's very modern, and there's a lot of room for storage as well. And I do also love this accessory item too. In case if you're wondering where the other plant item went, it went over by this window, and I think it's a great addition to the kitchen itself. So as this entire house setup was inspired by the original photos of the house, you can see there's not a lot of accessories and items because I only used the items that were a part of the actual set itself. But if I were to style this house, I'd definitely add a lot more items to the kitchen and also the living room as well. Overall, the house itself was very simple and easy to style, and each furniture and accessory item that was themed to each room definitely suited the house itself. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it.